Hello again, Broncos country.
Really excited to chop up some Broncos with you all this week.
Bourbon, Broncos, and no BS.
Orange Weekly.
It is that time, your favorite time of the week. We're not for the Raiders, Chargers, or Chiefs. So grab your brews and your fantasy league. We've got that blue and orange blood that you bleed. Rock, Lindsay, Sutton, and Judy. We are the Iowa Broncos country.
Orange Weekly. Fans, brews, and Broncos news. What's up, Broncos country? Welcome to the Fan Appreciation Night here at Orange Weekly, where we are all here. We'll bring everybody on here in just a second to thank you guys, the fans. We got a couple guests tonight. We are going to be giving away a ton of prizes. All you have to do is answer a couple questions, and we'll see how it goes. But it's going to be fun. Grab that drink. Not necessarily talking about Bronco stuff, but we are here to interact with you guys and just have fun for the next hour or so and whatnot. So we're going to bring out the crew on here in a second.
Hold on real quick, Kevin. I just want to, the reason for doing this is because we started Orange Weekly 5 years ago. We just finished our 5th year here at Orange Weekly, and we started this because we wanted to talk to the fans. We just wanted to have a good experience, both me and Kevin being away from Denver for so long, loving the Denver Broncos, the Colorado lifestyle. We kind of wanted to talk to the fans about it. And over the past 5 years, we've met a lot of really cool people. And this is to give back to you guys. Thank you so much for following us. Thank you so much for staying with us for the whole time. And we really want to do something for you. Sit back, enjoy it, have a conversation with us. It doesn't have to necessarily be Broncos, but whatever you guys want to talk about, and just enjoy.
Okay, Jared, speaking of this being 5 years ago, before we start getting into the crew and giving away some prizes, I do want to share this with everyone to kind of just show where we started.
Oh my goodness.
5 years ago. This is the original episode where Jared and I started Orange Weekly. So just a little throwback to how terrible we looked.
Wow.
To start off.
And we just, oh, lordy Lord. Why is that jersey so large on me?
Because you were so skinny back then.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay,
Oh,
we don't need to keep doing that all night long. But yeah, glad that we got that going. Okay. Let's bring in everyone. Ayla, John, David, Matt, and Tanner. How you guys all doing tonight?
Good.
Doing good.
Hey, good.
Nice to see you.
Woo!
What's on your face, Kev?
Full house.
What? I know, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that was quite the throwback. I thought everyone would appreciate seeing where we
That
were
was
5
great.
years
Oh
ago.
my gosh.
It was not great. It was absolutely terrible.
I think we had
there you go.
1 or 2 people following, and one of them was my mom. And I think that I legitimately think that was about it. But yeah, no, it was a fun time. We started back again in Kevin's house, just chilling back, drinking beers and talking football. It was fun.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Hey, everyone that's in here, glad you're here. Post some comments, post some questions. Again, we're just here to talk with you guys tonight, not necessarily about Broncos stuff. But I think we're a little early here, but let's go ahead and just, what do you guys have to say to the fans? We'll start with that.
Man,
So
what
let's
can
go
you
on-
say? Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, let's go into order. How did this happen? So Matt, you were the next one in. So let's say go kind of down the timeline. Matt, you were the second one in. We started the podcast together.
True. Yeah.
Back when we had no clue we still don't really, but we had no clue what we were doing with podcasting. We were like, hey, let's do this. Let's start the podcast. So Matt, what's your comments on to the fans and whatever?
You know, it's kind of funny because like I remember exactly where I was when you called me, asked me to do this, and I was like, hell yeah, man, I'm down. And you wanted me to come in like again as that antagonist, and I thought that was just a fun perspective. And you know, I'm blown away at how much fun I've had over the last few years. And to be able to do this every week is it's a blessing. And like, you know, if it wasn't for the people watching us and listening to us, like this wouldn't be possible. So, you know, it's because of the people that keep downloading our shows that we keep doing this, and I get to have all this fun. So really, I'm just grateful.
Absolutely. Now, I think next we brought in David. I want to say we brought in you to do some of the writing, some of the shows. What about you, David?
You know, I just remember it was probably one of the lamest quote unquote bachelor parties that I've ever been to. We were just at in a hotel room and, drinking beers and talking Broncos, which was actually, it was pretty fun. But it was Jared's wedding. I should make that clear. If I didn't make that clear, you saw how Jared offended Jared. That's why.
I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. Actually, it was a lot of fun. We were just sitting around talking ball, and Jared and Kevin were both there, and they were like, "David, you've got to come help us, man. You've got to come contribute, not help us." They had it pretty. They didn't really need my help, but they wanted some extra contributions. And I was more than happy to come on and give my 2 cents. I didn't think anybody gave a damn about my football opinion. Probably still nobody does, but it's at least fun to reach an audience that doesn't give a damn instead of just, having nobody give a damn.
Yeah,
okay. Let's get to the rest of everybody else later, but it is time for the score prediction prize. First prize giveaway for tonight. If you guys watched any of our pregame shows, you heard us say over and over again, enter your score prediction for a chance to win. The only caveat was the Broncos had to win that game. So we went back through those videos. We looked at people's comments and score predictions. Nobody matched one, but we took down some names. And guys, I think it's time to give something away. What are we giving away?
Well, Kevin, I have this spectacular backpack for the winner of the score prediction.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sweet. I would keep it if we weren't giving it away. But,
Show it
good
again.
prize.
Show it again. There you go. Okay, that prize
Hello.
is going to go to Andrew Workman. Andrew, if you're watching, give us a thumbs up. Let us know you're here.
Yay.
Otherwise, we'll reach out to you later. But that is the first prize giveaway
Yeah,
for tonight.
we'll reach out. We need to get it to
Sweet
you, buddy.
backpack.
Congratulations, Andrew Workman.
Congratulations, Andrew.
What?
Good job, bro.
Hey, Kevin, any details on that? What was the, what's the details around that? Was it what
Man,
game?
It was
It's
the Jets game, I believe. But
So, yeah.
well,
so
so
if you guys
they all get entered in. It was a list of people from the winning games,
Right.
and boom.
and so we're gonna do this again next year, guys. Pre-game shows, be there, hang out with us.
Hopefully
We've
we
got some
win a
score
lot
predictions.
more games next year because it was pretty easy to enter this year. Just saying. So next year, keep playing along, you guys, and hopefully there's a lot more entries than that.
Oh, there's going to be more prizes too. Like
there will be many
the loot,
more prizes.
The loot will multiply.
This is just the jumping off point for prizes.
Okay,
Look where they came in 5 years. I mean, that video, when you guys started off with, that was
I
hilarious.
already closed it because it was that terrible.
Yeah, was it that bad? Was it?
Erased off the hard drive.
Look, I'm just worried about the whole concept that jersey was way too big for my frame, and I should not have put it on in the first place. And you didn't stop me, and that's your fault.
Plus,
But
our
like,
video,
what,
like our
but like,
camera
what
is like
size
looking
was
up at
it
us.
really? Was it like a triple XL or was it like a large and you just looked tiny in a regular size
Honestly,
jersey?
I think we were just drunk at Kevin's place, and he was like, "Here, throw this on," and he just threw me a jersey. I honestly think that's
I
how
don't
that
have a
worked
white
out.
jersey. That was
So
yours.
is-
I don't have a white jersey.
But wouldn't it be a crop top if it were Kevin's? Like,
You're right. It would have been a lot shorter, but
That's why I don't show the camera below here because it's cut off. Like,
Is that why?
the children's gap. Oh man. So we have a very special guest coming in today. Super excited to have him on. I'm glad that he decided to be here. Again, throwing back out to all the fans, and he's been following us, and he's a big Broncos guy, I think, and we'll bring him in and he'll do all of his plugs. But today we have Cody Rourke joining us. I'm going to add him in here. I'm going to make him big because apparently that's how you do this thing. Well, if I know how to do it. There we go.
One day.
Nope.
That's
Yeah.
not Cody.
There we go. Hey, Cody.
There you go.
Hey, how's
Hey,
it
Cody,
going?
how's it going, man?
Hey, very happy to be here with all of you. You know, obviously I've been watching all of you this season kind of afar. It's kind of nice on my angle to kind of take a break and just watch other people do some stuff. So yeah, you know, and you guys are giving back to fans, and I thought I'd up the ante a little bit. I thought that you know, I'd throw my name in the hat to give something away to fans as well. And
What?
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh,
so you guys get a pick. You guys get a pick, but one lucky person will get this jersey. So
guys, I'll take it. I mean,
For the
Come on,
team there,
Ava.
thanks for doing that.
oh, sorry. I fan night. Got it.
Fan night, yeah, fan night. All right, well, we appreciate that, Cody. Cody, if you want to tell everybody, for those of you that don't know you, I know that you're who you're with, where you're from, where they can follow you, and what you do.
yeah, obviously I do a lot of work for Pro Football Network. I'm the senior NFL analyst over there. I'm also the Broncos insider for the Locked On NFL Network. I do a daily podcast on Denver every day, all year long, all off season. So 365 days a year, you get to hear me, which some people love it, some people hate it. But Locked On Broncos every single day, and very happy to jump on here and be part of this with you guys here today.
Yeah, and obviously we have a lot of fans here that follow you, that do a lot of the film work. I know that's kind of what got you into the fold, I guess, for Denver Broncos, doing all that film work. So we're definitely happy to have you on, man. So just real quick overall, I know that you have your podcast and all that, and you have a lot going on in the off season, but just real quick, as we're getting into it, any statement on, you know, what you have going forward, what you think we have in the Denver Broncos going forward from here on out?
Hey, I think it's going to be very interesting. You know, I think I felt like if John Elway was going to stay on as GM, it was going to be a slow offseason, but now that's not the case. I think it's going to be a crazy offseason. I encourage Broncos fans, strap in your seatbelts, because there could be some very tough decisions that are made at the top level. Some fan favorite players may not be back in 2021, you know, or some they may be back. It really depends on who the new GM is going to be. But this is going to be a new start for Denver. The last 5 seasons since Peyton Manning retired have not gone the way I think that fans, that Broncos players or coaches have wanted it to go. And obviously you guys have a lot of great insights every single week talking about that. But I think that this is going to be a period where, you know, Denver's got a very young roster altogether. They're either going to be fun and competitive early on, right? They have the potential to be very special, or we may see 2 to 3 more years of some struggles, and then they can blossom into something special. But really, it really depends on the new GM, who they bring in. And look, I think Denver's got a lot of fun pieces around them offensively, young talent. Defensively, you know, there's some concerning areas there, but it's stuff that I think is very doable. I think Denver can compete in the next couple of years, but it could take 2 to 3 years to get there.
Yep, absolutely. Does anybody else on our panel have any questions for Cody here while we have him?
Yes, how did you get your beautiful voice?
I was also trying to find a way to comment on your voice that didn't sound like super weird, but man.
Is it Schefter? You say you like? I think that's your famous, like, you sound like Schefter. Is that your?
Yeah, so on my Twitter bio it says sounds like Schefter. I've done a lot of interviews with the national media, and they're like, "Hey, you sound a lot like Adam." And so, if you go on my YouTube channel, every single video I post, it's got a comment that says, "Hey, you sound just like Schefter." It's crazy, man. I don't know how I get it, because in high school, and even probably back in 2015, I hated my voice. But like, you find a way to fall in love with your voice. You find a way that works for you. Like for me, if you guys ever listen to my podcast, I am literally 30 minutes from when I press record to the end, I am blazing. Like I am just on a go. I don't stop. I don't slow down. That's just my style. Like for me, it's just like the slow talk that some of these other people do. I just can't do it. I've got to go all in. But to answer Daniel's question, how short of a leash does the coaching staff have this upcoming season? I think that 2021 is really it. Now, there is some talk, right? The new general manager could want to choose his own coach. I don't think Denver's going to make any changes right now. I think special teams is still going to be a change that Denver makes this season, obviously in terms of the coaching realm. But for this new GM, it's kind of like a pilot season for him. Whenever the hire is made, Vic Fangio is going to get 2021. If the Broncos don't win, they're going to go a different direction. They're going to look at bringing in somebody else in 2022. So really, it's just this is a year where the coaches have a lot to prove. The microscope is big on them.
Yeah. I think a big part of that too is isn't Vic Fangio's part of the hiring committee? I mean, they're not. He's not going to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm going to pick someone that's going to get rid of me here soon."
Yeah, no, he in a sense he's involved with the committee, the interview committee, but he has very limited. He has no decisional input on the outcome. It really just boils down to Joe Ellis and John Elway. So Vic is part of it because the new GM and the head coach would have to work together. But Vic's input and the authority, the power that he has on the decision is very minimal. It's probably at a 0% chance.
So
But he's
fair
not
weather
gonna-
fans are going to yell at Elway if they don't like the pick of GM and be like, dang it, Elway, it's your fault again. It's still
Yes.
your fault.
One thing I've learned, look, I love Broncos fans. Broncos fans are very passionate. I think every fan base has passionate fans, but one of the things I always encourage Broncos fans to do, and this is why I like tuning into your guys' show when you guys do it, is because you guys don't have these crazy over-the-top, overreactionary, fire everybody. You guys have reasonable football discussion. I love that. We need more of that because there is so much hot take. There's so much, clickbait stuff out there. You all do a phenomenal job with that. And that's what we need more of, because when people are largely subscribed to this hot take narrative or this massive exodus of just hate, negativity, I mean, it makes fandom. I think for a lot of fans, I think it makes it miserable. I mean, I moderate a Broncos Facebook group, folks, and I tell you,
man,
I every day deleting my Facebook.
Not for the faint of heart.
So I was like, I think football fans get a lot smarter when they tune into your show, because you guys all have very logical football discussion. I think that's super, super important.
It's also the first time I've ever heard somebody say that about us. So
I think the thing I like the most is that you guys combine your analysis with, you drink some beverages. Everyone's loosened up. It's great. This has been a rough season. I mean, I think 2020 has been a rough year for all of us. We've all had to, find ways to adapt and overcome, but we still get to enjoy football. I mean, I'm a football fan first and foremost. I love football. That's where my allegiance is to. And even though that it was modified in a sense, there were so many different protocols and our media access was really limited to Zoom this year. It's going to still be that way, I think, going into the offseason. I still love the process that is the game, the preparation. And that just comes from my background as a player, as a coach, as somebody who's been around the football administration side of things. That's the thing I'm looking at. And so I think that you guys, carry on that torch. I think that real football fans resonate with. So, I mean, I have nothing but great things to say about Orange Weekly.
Well, Cody, I appreciate that. There is one question I need to ask. So Orange Weekly started the year after Super Bowl 50, and since then we have not made it to the playoffs. Is that concerning to you?
Just a hard-hitting question we totally were going to ask.
That's good, though, Kit. I think the thing is you see this trend. I mean, football teams change every year. I mean, how many times do we see a team? And I remember dating back to like 2005. How many times do we see a team go to the AFC Championship, the NFC Championship, then the next year they miss the playoffs? The game changes, offenses and teams change so much every year. I had the opportunity to know several Broncos players from back in like 2005, 2006. And to be honest with you, they feel like they couldn't even play defense today. Talking to Champ Bailey doesn't think he'd be able to sustain or be able to play because all the rules that really favor the offensive side now. So it's really interesting to see how the game has changed, and it continues to evolve every year. And that's the kind of crazy thing about it. In 10 years, what is the game going to look like for all of us?
Right. I mean, you look back at some of those older, some old film on some of that. I was watching the old The Drive, and you can just tell, like, the defense, the corners are slower, the breaks were slower. Like it just looked almost like a little bit of a slower game. So I definitely understand where you're coming from there.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But
I mean, you dip way back. Like, look at just what progression with gear has happened, and safety sake, like a helmet with a little thing here that's just a shell of a whatever, and now it's like, so it will continue to progress because but that'll be the fun part about it because we don't really know yet.
Well, the thing I'm worried about with football in the next 10 to 15 years is that it's going to be completely non-contact. And there's a possibility that could be the case. Everyone's looking at these studies, these neurological studies every single year. Technology keeps advancing. But I think that's really the danger. I mean, we talk about concussions. Concussions, I think back in 2015 probably was the biggest discussion point as to, okay, the NFL has probably got maybe 10 years left of shelf life, but I think that the game is being made safer. Technology is increasing even more, and we're seeing it. I mean, helmet technology, the amount of research that goes into it and head impact, and obviously they have complete personnel now that are separate from NFL teams, so there is no advantage of throwing a guy who got dinged back in there when he's not ready. So It's crazy. And then you can do surgery now. In the next 5 years, you can do arthroscopic ACL surgery without actually having to cut into the knee. That's what they're looking at right now. So I wish that was around when I tore my ACL back in 2015. So Kev, going back to yours, like the Broncos won the Super Bowl 2015, I tore my ACL and everything went downhill after that. I feel like there's a correlation of the stars.
I mean,
that you had to sacrifice something for that Super Bowl win. I'm okay with that.
Well, it's like, I don't want to take a year off to see if that's the problem, but at some point, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. We're not going anywhere.
Cody, I have just one question, and that is, how dare you? You and the only reason that I had some trepidation in asking this question is because you had such nice things to say. Matt pointed it out best. Nobody's ever said nicer things about us anywhere at any time ever. But you also just, within 10 seconds of your arrival, just obliterated our pool of prizes. So I've got, there's a little bit of a beef there.
Yeah.
But, you know what?
It's okay.
You guys all get to choose the winners. I just want to give something away because I think Broncos fans are awesome. They do a phenomenal job. But let's add a stipulation to it. They have to send you all the screenshot that they have subscribed to your podcast and that they are following you. Right? That's an entry. That's going to have to be the way. And if they're not, then they're not obviously qualified to win the jersey.
The man's a professional. What can you say?
I appreciate it, Cody.
Cody, let's give it a little bit of this, guys. That's
thank you so much. Hey, Cody, thank you so much for coming on one more time before we move on to our. We got some more prizes and stuff to give away. Obviously, thank you so much for that jersey. Which
that was awesome.
You kind of threw a wrench in our whole thing. We have a whole list of how we're going to give away these awards. How we're going to give yours away now. But we'll probably do some sort of social media prize for pool for that, and I definitely appreciate that. But yeah, one more time before we let you go, where can they follow you and how can they support you?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Cody Rourke NFL. I do Locked On Broncos every day. It's on every podcast provider that you may listen to. But one of the things I'm really diving into this offseason, I've jump-started ever since COVID began, was my YouTube channel where I go through and I look at film, I break it down, I teach people concepts of the game, alignments on the defensive line, just different football terminology. We're going to take a look at some of the draft prospects. We're also going to take a look back at the season. We're going to take a look at players. We're going to go back on a 17-game stretch and take a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, where players can improve, and that's going to be Cody Rourke NFL.
Awesome, Cody. Thanks again so much for joining us. Again, please go follow Cody. Make sure you're watching his YouTube channel. Thanks again, Cody. So round of applause for Cody.
Thanks, appreciate coming by.
Really appreciate you
coming. Again for everything, and we'll see you more throughout the season, throughout the off season, and next season, man.
Absolutely, I appreciate all of you.
All righty,
thanks, Cody.
We just had Cody Rourke on our show.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I know.
And gave her compliments. Like, that is phenomenal.
But look, it's like we've gave him 10 minutes, and he said more in 10 minutes than we say in an hour-long show. So just for the record, he gave more insight onto the Broncos in that 10 minutes.
Can you do a show with Tanner? I just want to listen to what you guys talk to each
other.
other.
Tanner. Yeah, I was surprised, Tanner. You should have gone back and forth.
I should have.
It could have been an ASMR. You could still do it like an ASMR thing. With just like, that'd be really cool.
I was just hypnotized by the Scheffner voice. I was just it rattled me.
It's crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next prize. We got to figure out obviously a way to give away that jersey, which amazing for Cody for doing that. Thank you so much, Cody, man.
I am thinking of 18 different ways to steal that jersey, and it's not gonna happen. And
burner accounts, David. Burner accounts.
Right? Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. John Gruden can do it. Why can't I?
Sure.
Yeah. So next up we're gonna do the next giveaway. I guess we have some questions. So this is how we're gonna do some of our giveaways here. All of us up here, all the Orange Weekly staff have questions for you guys. Some of them are gonna be fun and uplifting. Some of them are gonna be kind of trivia type questions to see what we have. But I'm gonna be up first, I think, because obviously Team Visor is number one.
No.
And
wait a minute. I have fundamental issues.
Number one.
Fundamental issues with what's going on here. I see.
Your fundamental issues is you're not running this show. So I got so Team Visor number one, and naturally the winner of my question, and I'm going to choose, is going to get a visor, I believe.
Nobody.
There it is. Naturally, if you want to get a Broncos visor, I'm going to go ahead and ask my question, which I already forgot because I've had a couple drinks in me. Yeah, so I need you guys to name me your favorite moment or favorite event that you remember in Broncos history. I have one in mind that I think the first person that answers it, I'm going to give to. But if you give me one that I haven't thought of or I forgot of, because I forgot more than I can remember, than I probably know, than of Broncos. So, yeah, go ahead and start commenting. Start posting your comments as we chit chat and look through these other comments and drink some beer and look. How cool was it to have Cody on, man? I'm still kind of in shock.
Like starstruck. Like I was thinking about like asking my question, then I was like, no. Do you ask that question to Cody Roy? Is he going to understand that I'm joking? Like, what do I? Oof, that was a fun time. That was great.
I think every episode should be the first 20 minutes of him just giving us the insight, and then we can just BS the rest of the time.
I feel like at a certain point he's going to start charging us for it, though. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah, that's why we had to come to 10. After that, we had to start paying, and that's
right. Yeah, no, and he's a professional, so you pay for that kind of information.
And nobody wants to tap into Kevin's OnlyFans page or.
I don't want to. I had one follower. I had 3 followers. They left fast. Then I had one follower. It was me, and then I left fast. And now there's 0 followers. So.
Listen, that Centennial State Insurance money runs deep, but it doesn't run Cody Rourke deep. Okay, guys.
So give some comments there, Jared.
Yep. So I'm looking through these. So I'm going to go through all of them. I'm going to pick one. So we have Manning. Let's see. Let's go back up further. Ed McCaffrey catch where he broke his leg and still held onto the ball. That is nuts. I do remember that, Robert.
Yeah.
The helicopter, knew at that point we won. Thank you, Glenn. Peyton coming to Denver. Obviously, the time that he was announced coming to Denver was amazing. His 500 career touchdown against the 49ers. It's a good one, John. Tebow to Thomas against Pittsburgh. We'll get back to that one. The Tebow touchdown in Pittsburgh. Ben had the same one. Watching Elway in Super Bowl 33, the actual announcement of Peyton making his comeback. This one's for John. Super Bowl 32, Tebow to Thomas touchdown, once said. The walk on Rod Smith, Brandon Stokely, and Shan Sharp catch to seal the game in Pittsburgh, sending Broncos to Super Bowl. So I'm going to go back, and this is what we got one more. Denver decided to bring the sheriff aboard after his injury. So there's a lot of favorite moments is the decision to bring on Peyton Manning. I know that was, and again, Cody just talked about this, that clickbait mentality. Like when we brought him on, there was a lot of like, what are we doing? Why are we bringing someone on that, he won a Super Bowl and Tanner and David remind he did win the Super Bowl with the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He got the 2-1-1. Yep.
Yeah. So there was a lot of issues there. I'm going to go back up because there's also a couple of these ones. But the Tebow, and I'm not a huge Tebow fan, but the Tebow to Thomas Pittsburgh fan, that game was nuts. So Keith, thank you so much. I know you give me shit because I'm Navy, and I know you're, I think, a Marine. But I'm going to give you that visor because you're team visor now, and I appreciate everything. Thank you so much to Keith, and you win the visor. Thank you so much, man.
Congrats, Keith. Hey, thanks for being a fan, man. And everyone else who's commenting. We're gonna give away more stuff, so keep trying. We're gonna give away a ton of stuff, and we're gonna do this every year. So, it's kind of what we do now.
Yep, this is it. So, David, I think you're up next for the because again, Team Puffball comes number 2.
It's true.
Yeah, thank you, Jared. Number 1 in the hearts of fans. I'll tell you, there's not a lot of disadvantages to not having Kevin on your team anymore. But one of those disadvantages.
This is why I left. I left.
No. One of the disadvantages is you've got nobody who's running the show on your side, so there's not a lot of no editorial power. I mean, Matt is a casual observer at best, and there's really not a lot of clout left in Team Puffball, but we got a lot of heart. I've got mine's more in the vein of a trivia question. It's recent Broncos history, I thought, but turns out we'll get into that when we reveal the answer. My question, which season featured the infamous monkey riding a dog halftime show?
That was last week, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
Are you talking about a halftime show or what Jared does every day he gets back from work?
Yeah, both. Absolutely both.
No, the dog rides Jared. Man.
Jared, I'll tell you what, that visor, you're lucky you've got the hair. That's all I'm saying. It is not a hair friend. Yeah.
This is why visors are the best, because if you have such a great head of hair, you have to show it off, man.
I guess, but if you don't, like, some people aren't blessed, Jared. So I prefer a hat choice that works for many different schools.
I apologize, guys, because it doesn't technically have the puffball, but it is a beanie. So
we don't have a puffball. You're an honorary member of Team Puffball.
I can sew one on there if they really want it.
Let's get into contact. We'll get into contact with the winner. We'll get into contact with the winner, and we'll see where their allegiances lie. I don't want to coerce anybody onto Team Puffball.
I figured I'd give them the option. It was totally strategic.
That's a good call.
Ayla, just make a clip-on for the puffball, and that way they have the option anytime.
That's right.
What about like a ponytail spout?
Yeah, just like that.
We could like make an accessory set with a ponytail spout and like a puffball and maybe like a unicorn horn with some glitter. Just options,
I like John's idea of just getting like a chip bag clip, and all you have to do is just clip it on and off.
I like where Dave's going with this. I think we can leave Orange Weekly and start a business here.
Helicopter with something out the top, just like
I want it on the record.
I apologize, guys, but it is what it is, and it's a sweet beanie. It's all soft on the inside. It's pretty sweet.
Beautiful. Yeah, who doesn't love a nice beanie?
So we have a couple answers here. 1970s. I don't think that's we're not going that far back.
Not quite that far.
So Dave, I believe you were also thinking originally when you came up with this question that it was around that time frame.
Yes, I was deceived as to how long ago it was when I looked up the actual answer to this. Michael has the correct answer. It is 2011. It was and I know we've trotted it out since then, but that was the first, kind of a rough time in Broncos history. The end of the Josh McDaniels era, kind of in flames. The year before we get Peyton Manning in that offseason in 2012. So, a dark time in Broncos history, but at least we had that incredibly questionable halftime show to hang our hats on.
Right. No, it was amazing. So thank you, Michael. Make sure if you're watching, make sure if you hit us up and give us your address. We'll hit you up on Facebook, but make sure you give us your address if you're a winner. And we will send you all this cool stuff. Richard also loves beanies. So let's see. John says he's remembering the Robin Williams cheerleader moment.
Yes.
Right?
Also,
that's a good one.
Broncos history.
Which is also another good one.
Really fantastic.
And Michael has lovely locks, so he's probably going to be Team Visor. That's how that works out. And I agree, Fidel. Josh McDaniels.
Wait, how did you skip this one? I love it. I love.
How did we not know that? I guess. I feel like
I knew. It's a solar panel for a sex machine, man. What can I say?
Yeah, Michael, you won. Make
sure
just your address.
Just saying.
Yeah, Michael, congrats, man. Congrats. Okay, next one up. I think heading towards me. So. Not Broncos related, but I'm a goofy guy. If you guys watched the show before, I am goofy and I admit it. So if you pull up my prize giveaway here, give me your best dad joke. And I have a couple to kind of start the flow. So a skeleton walks into a bar, asks for a beer and a mop.
We're not going to indulge you, Kevin.
All right.
No. Okay. 3 guys on a boat, 4 cigarettes, but there's no way to light them. So they decide to throw 1 cigarette off board, so the boat becomes a cigarette lighter.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's great. Thank you, Kevin.
And Kevin is
all right. Okay, Robert.
Nobody's even gonna know what to do now. Like,
examples in that.
So this is my favorite joke. It's one that Raymond told me, I think, our senior year of high school, for the record. And I don't think I've ever. This is probably the one joke I've never forgot. And since he's not here, Raymond is not here with us today. I'm going to tell it. What did the ghost say to the bee? Boo, bee.
All right, thank you.
What did the Orange Weekly crew say to Jared?
Goodbye.
Ooh, Jared.
Okay, here you go. Wife is mad at the fact that I lost. I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my stuff and write. That I have never heard before. I have never heard that one. I am
That's
writing it
actually,
down.
I like that a lot.
All right, give you a okay, Sandy. What do I do with my hands? Is that I don't know. Thumbs up for I don't know. Let's see. Adam, why did the circle cross the road to get away from the squares? I don't know.
I assume there's a call and response here.
No, that's the whole joke.
That's the whole joke, you guys.
Right. Yeah.
So
Why did the circle cross the road?
I should have gone first. I've had way too many drinks.
Get away from the square.
Now that I think about it, what do I do with my hands? Okay, I'm there now. Adam, that's fantastic.
Here's Michael. What did Taylor Swift sing to the hamburger? You belong with cheese.
That's a hamburger.
Well, Michael, if you hadn't won the prize earlier, that might have done it. Let's see. Adam, I like this one, man. Adam, I'm going to go with you, man. I'm going to give you some fantastic Bronco socks.
Oh, yeah, it was the socks.
It was the socks.
Oh, those are some great socks.
Socks.
They
don't sock.
Another wedding
joke for you.
Another throwback to Jared's wedding. Those were exactly the groomsmen socks, except without the Broncos logo. Yeah.
The one thing he could control in the wedding. The only thing he could control.
Yeah, I mean, everybody on this panel knows me and my wife, and knows that my wife controls everything in my house. I'm literally in a closet right now because this is all I can control in my house.
Jared's in the closet.
Hey, Adam. Adam, send us your address on our Orange Weekly page. If not, we'll reach out to you. But congrats for winning those Bronco socks.
This is good.
I think you were a little premature there.
That was fantastic.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay.
I love it.
Not a dad joke, but this is also pretty funny.
Right. I'm also not wearing. You know, I'll say that.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's fan
Ayla.
appreciation show, not fan alienation show.
Oh, see, I was just so confused.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Yeah, Ayla, I guess you're the next prize giver. What do we have to give away for your question?
This cool Bronco Lego helmet.
Ooh,
nice.
I do like that one.
Pretty thick. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's really hard.
Are we just gonna take a sound out of that, or?
Yeah.
No, it's difficult, you guys. Difficult.
There you go. There you go.
I see where she's going with that.
Anyways, my question, I thought I would dip back to high school years and, football-ish for a girl. What position did I play in Powder Puff football? And not even my mother knows this because I don't think she went to the game, and she's watching right now. Shout out, Mom.
Does anybody else in the room know this? Because I don't.
No idea.
No. I don't think Ayla's told any of us either. So
I don't think it's appropriate.
Well, I told the guys who wanted a question from me, so.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one here that knows, and I love this story, and I'm super excited for you to tell it. By the way.
Well, so what happened? One of the
nobody's guessed it yet.
Can I tell a funny part of it? So that the senior year is the one I'm talking about, and you get to pick names on the back of your shirts, and so we thought we were being super clever, and we thought we had a whole group of girls to be the 7 dwarves. Well, it turned out there was literally only 3 of us who really went through with it, and I thought I was so funny for being dopey. It's just for more than one reason, people knew why I picked that name. So, I'm seeing a couple of them. No, it's actually blue.
I'm gonna go with all the ones that are wrong. Robert, wrong.
I was not.
Running back.
Running back. I could have been, but I wasn't.
Something obscure like long snapper or something like that.
I should have been the quarterback because of this chin, but
two for quarterback. 2 for quarterback. What about corner? Did you play corner?
I did not.
We already had no for running back. What about safety?
Okay, this is also.
We're gonna get there. We're getting there. We're getting down the skibbies. I knew. Yeah.
Did you like Fidel?
Definitely cheating. Go ahead.
Punter. No.
So your mother said pink jersey. Is that a position that you're looking for?
There was actually blue, and no, I don't think that's a position. I told you she wasn't at the game.
All right, so running back, you look like a wide receiver. Quarterback. So we have a couple right guesses here, but I think the first one to give a right guess is John.
Sorry, I had to pull that up.
Yeah, man.
So I don't think that's wrong necessarily.
It was Dopey back. Yeah.
We got linebacker, I believe, right? Was your correct one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was on the defensive line and almost got kicked out of the game because I made this girl's nose bleed, and I guess I wasn't supposed to. Like, it was flag football, and I just went ham. And
she probably deserved it.
What are you talking about? No, that's how you want your linebacker to play. All right, if you're not bloodying noses out there, you're not playing correctly.
Waterboy.
Could you cover the tight end? That's something the Broncos linebacker hadn't been able to do for like the last decade.
You better believe it.
All right.
So
confident.
I fucked that up. So she said D line, and I gave linebacker away, and nobody guessed D line. What do I do?
I don't know, Jared. Like, you're in charge here, man.
Hey, hold on. I blame the person that put me in charge. Where's the owner?
You're the owner. You and Kev are there's no owner.
You guys make
I think at this point,
Ayla
could pick the funniest answer. She could pick the person who answered third.
You fix my screw up because that's how this works.
Jared gave it away, so we have to. We can't take this prize away once you said it.
Right. Yeah. Robert says, Kev, Dan, you make the ruling.
My ruling is that Ayla picks.
Ooh.
And I just picked. I said Jared picked the winner.
I picked the winner?
Yes.
You did.
Oh, the original answer?
No.
Now you have to give it to linebacker because
John is actually about to join us next.
Wow.
Right.
Yes.
Calm down, John. It's your lucky day.
So we need to pick somebody else to win.
We bring on Cody and it goes downhill so quick.
Oh God, you guys!
We're giving away free stuff though.
That's true. Free stuff.
Zach.
So hey, Zach.
Everyone just wants the jersey. Let's be real.
Oh, right. So we probably should say something about the jersey. Like, have we decided? Are we just going to run it?
Somebody's asking specifically. I was a right tackle, I guess, if we had to name whatever it was, like specifically.
Right tackle, not left tackle.
Are you right line, right guard, like what?
It was a girls' game, you guys. You were just on the right side and go get the friggin' quarterback. That was it. Like that was it. That was what they told you.
Good strategy.
Yeah, defensive end. Thanks, Tanner.
That's good strategy. I like it.
Well, and to be fair, it was the boys' football team. They had to pick managers from their team, so they just told us what to do. And I was 17. Give me a break, you guys.
All right, so Zach, make sure you message the Orange Weekly, message us here, and we will get your address so that we can send you that pretty cool Lego. I also think the field goal kicker was a pretty funny answer. And again, Jared doesn't wear the pants. I also think that's a very funny answer. This is why I don't wear the pants, because I don't make this. Terrible.
Lily, how you doing? Glad you're here. So Adam, you won that last prize from me, and then who do we give this prize to?
I literally had it up the entire time.
Got it.
Zach.
I'm drinking. Awesome. Congrats, Zach.
All right.
Sweet. John, if you are ready to hop on, we are ready to have you log in and come on in. Man, do we have any more prizes to give away?
Yes.
Yeah,
we have more prizes to give away. Should people keep watching?
Yes, people should keep watching. What are you talking about, Kev?
Can I make a point about the moments?
I'm taking this weight. John, you need to take your privileges. So next up we have Matt. Matt, your question is up next.
Hold on.
going to make this real simple for everybody, okay? Y'all should know by now, I'm not American. It is what it is. I'm your brother from the north. And so my question to you.
Hold on. Did you throw on? You never had a Canadian accent, but you just throw on an accent.
No, I can throw on the Canadian accent if you want.
Neighbor from the north.
Well, listen
I
to this, okay?
ask the Canadian in a full-on Canadian accent, or
I
ask
can
it in
be very
French.
Canadian. No problem there, bud. Okay, so my question is, okay, now listen up. First person to name 5 Canadian provinces, they win the prize. Get typing, bro.
And is there any like cheating involved?
Please let me. Please let me. I want to win.
Most people are gonna cheat.
Territory,
They don't have to grab an encyclopedia to look it up. It's just like
Encyclopedia. It's 2021.
That'll take too
I
long.
said they won't have to. They won't have to.
They whip out the newspaper from 1964 that had a Canadian map on it. Oh, my God. Oh,
That might work. That might work too.
It's okay if they cheat, man. I mean, like for reals and show. There's only one highway in Canada. I forget that one. Yeah, just they cheat. Just don't get caught. Don't pull a buoy and get caught. You know what I mean? Cheat, you know?
Yeah, man.
So you got
coming in, or
what was that?
We got some answers coming in here. You're gonna do your job, or what?
No, I'm waiting.
No, they're googling. They're
Robert can't win a prize. Keith says that's 10 play, but nice.
That's just the winner right
Oh,
there.
wow.
Maybe
All
the
right.
jersey.
So Fidel, I think, wrote down everything he could think of.
Perfect. He wins, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well
There you
done.
go. Well, let's see. Chris, Quebec, Glenn.
That's one.
Looks
Yeah,
like
there you go. Glenn
is that
had 5 there too. Yeesh.
Okay. Take of you a Hooser. I like it. I like it.
Berta, yeah.
I think
I
Chris is
think.
going
I think. Matt, what do you think? The first one?
Yeah, man. Fidel is it who named all of them? Yeah.
Fidel.
Respect.
Yeah, I'll name
All of
everything.
them. Prize. Man wins.
Sweet.
Well done.
Wait, what was
See how this is
prize
done?
there for that,
See,
Ayla?
no. See how this is done? Question, answer, resolution. We're on to the
You're
next
not drunk
one.
enough.
Take
Shut up.
I need trauma in my life.
Not to call out Fidel, but I'm sure Google wasn't involved at all in that answer.
No.
Considering the last part was cut off.
Quebec and I wasn't going to say anything.
It's all good.
It doesn't matter. It counted.
So what is Fidel winning?
Is it new? Huh? Oh,
What is
battery butt pack. I mean battery pack charger.
Oh, cool.
That's sick.
That's
Number
cool.
one
Now Matt's like, can I win my own prize?
Right.
Well, he didn't even name them himself. So
True.
So I've been asking for a beanie for like 2 years from you guys, and like, maybe, and then you were giving them away, and now this butt charger. Like, I'm calling freaking.
I'm just saying, like, prizes.
It is time for our first fan joining us tonight. We're going to bring on John from That Critical Broncos Fan. If you follow him on Facebook, so how you doing, man? Glad you're here.
Oh, doing great. It's really fun to see you guys here.
Yeah, man. Glad you're here. I got a few minutes. Guess what do you want to talk about, man? That's what you're here for.
I was wondering, because I know you guys do the no BS and drinks.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of drink do you guys like to have?
Oh, that's a good
anything that has an alcoholic content.
D, all of the above.
All of the above. Yes,
whiskey, mostly whiskey, beer, whiskey. Something about Ron Swanson and his ethos about clear liquors. It's whiskey or bust.
Yeah.
Maybe some rum.
So I'm gonna give out a free alcohol lesson here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Orange Crush, baby. Let's go.
An Orange Crush. It tastes like the old orange popsicles you used to get from the ice cream truck.
Dreamsicles?
Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, they taste like dreamsicles. They're delicious and they get you fucked up.
To be fair, Jared, if you drink 10 of anything, you'll get fucked up.
This is true. Except for O'Doul's. Just saying.
I'm a huge fan of whiskey, good malt liquor and some cream liqueurs like Bailey's.
Nice.
It's really good stuff.
Okay.
What do you have a drink of choice while you're watching Orange Weekly?
Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, good Captain Morgan and Coke, or
I like it.
maybe some Bailey's. Yeah, let's go with the simple stuff.
Yeah, it's a simple show. You came here for the no BS. We're not gonna, not that I wouldn't love somebody to be here to mix up Bahama Mamas, but they're not. It's not gonna happen. So
yeah.
You don't have a blender in the back, Kevin?
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, not at this point. The professionals are on their way. People have been hired.
Really?
It's in the works. Yeah, coming 2021 season. Yeah. I told you that Centennial State Insurance money runs real deep.
Yes. What else you got, John?
Also, I do have a question with Broncos logos. Do you prefer the logo that I'm wearing right now, or the logo of the old 1960s to
old school
97?
Let's put this up here.
Yeah, I think a lot of us enjoy the logo. I'm
kind of an old school digger. Like, I don't know, my tattoo. It's all Broncos.
Yeah, I don't think I've made any secret over the course of the season which I prefer at this point. Yeah, but
I can see on that shirt, man.
Right. No, it's the old school logo. I don't know. I'm maybe call me a hippie. I'm just retro like that for the logos. The new logo is cool, but if they went back to the old, like if they went to the Color Rush uniforms full time, like maybe with white pants, maybe that'd be fine with me.
Tanner, which one is yours?
Yeah, even though the franchises won all their Super Bowls with the newer logo, I'm in agreement with everybody. I like the old school logo.
Okay. I think it's a fair consensus.
So this is my favorite too. I love the current logo with the opposite of what he said. I love the old school logo with the current colors. I love our Color Rush uniform. I love the old school logo with the current colors. Like the brighter colors is my favorite.
Far better than the yellow and brown, that's for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't like that?
Oh, no, so it's a bad look. It's a real bad look. I'll say that. I'm not a big fan of those colors. It's what you find in the toilet.
The real problem for me is because, like you said, what you find in the toilet, that's how I associate the Josh McDaniels years too. So it does, I guess, kind of fit. That was the last time that we wore those uniforms, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I think it was like maybe 2 seasons of it. That was like the last. That was also other. I wish I had. What's your favorite Broncos jersey that you own?
Ooh.
I have a Chris Harris Color Rush jersey that. I mean, Chris Harris will always have a special place in my heart just as a Bronco. But like we just talked about, the Color Rush uniforms are fucking amazing. So
David, you beat me to it. Now I'm gonna have to one up you. It's gonna be my Chris Harris Jr. signed jersey.
Oh wow, that escalated quickly.
Sure did.
Oh yeah, no, you
Well, Team Visor has to come through.
Team Visor.
I got nothing.
All right.
I gotta say my Champ Bailey Pro Bowl signed jersey is
all right. Kevin's out, Ayla's in.
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
All right.
Well, John,
thank you so much for the question. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like the DeMarcus Ware jersey or the Von Miller jersey that's in my closet is one of my favorite jerseys that I've owned. Yeah, there we go. But
Yep. There you go.
There it is. Yeah, no, I love it. Big time. So, hey, John, just you have that critical Broncos fan. Go ahead and plug yourself here for the next couple seconds before we say bye. Thanks again for coming on. Thanks so much for being a fan of Orange Weekly.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, I am on Facebook, Twitter, and I have a few videos out on YouTube for anyone that's interested in finding them. And a lot of the stuff I post up is either just random information or some stuff that relates to the NFL world. So I hope that you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, man.
Man,
Seriously, glad to have you on.
John.
Cheers, man. Thanks, John.
Cheers. I wish I had something in this.
Awesome. Next time. Hey, take care, man.
Thanks so
Hey,
much,
too,
John.
guys.
Okay, cool. So first fan on again. Thanks, John. Now we got the next one here, Robert, who has created some content for us here tonight. Robert, how you doing, man?
Beautiful.
Oh, you're on mute.
He's muted.
I got him.
you.
Oh, there you
Thank you, everybody, for allowing me to be on the show. Kev, you're amazing. Ayla, you're amazing. Let's see, we got John, we got Tanner. I don't know you two. I haven't spoken to you two, so I apologize. Jared, I have a Photoshop project in the works just for you.
Oh, man.
You will love it. I
So
promise
excited.
you will love it.
Oh, oh my God.
I
Nobody's
have
ever
to say,
photoshopped anything.
The hair from
for me
your
before.
head left your head down to your beard. And that's why you're bald. But you're still Canadian. We still love you. Broncos country 100%. And just to put it on record, Kev, I told you I'm gonna bury you on this.
Yes!
Oh, baby.
There it is.
Robert, you're here. Talk to the people, my friend, because my God, you don't understand the pressures I've been under. You do understand because you've been watching every episode, every single week. You've been here. And listen,
Dave,
I don't mean to,
this one's for you.
Oh.
This one's for you.
That's all I can say back to you, Robert. Thank you so much for coming on.
Awesome.
Thank you for being such a great fan. You're a beautiful man, and I love you very much.
So Team Puffball now has 3 between Robert, David, and Tanner. John, we will be introducing you officially later and see what you're at.
John, hey, you better have the football, John. Just
maybe we'll get to that in a second. I didn't realize the amount of pressure I'd be under in this category.
Okay, what else you got, man?
No, I appreciate you guys. I know I'm kind of a pain in the rear end. I probably comment more than I should.
Please.
But with the whole 2020 and the whole pandemic and everything, being with you guys on a Tuesday night is been the focal point of the week. I see Caesar's on here. I worked with him, so he's a big Broncos fan. So I got him on there. Caesar, make sure you go follow Orange Weekly. Follow him on all the social media, Twitter, everything like that. But this has been a really great show for me to stay in contact with a lot of good Broncos fans and get through this craziness. Jared, on another side note, that is how you hang a flag, my friend. Straight and across.
Tell him, Robert.
I knew you were going to bring that up because you gave me so much shit for it.
It had to be given.
And then you still gave me shit for it.
It had to be given, Jared. You needed to learn. Robert was going to teach you.
Guys, he was covering the mirror.
Yeah, I was covering.
He knows how to wear his headgear. He knows how to hang his flag. Obviously, one of our top fans for a reason.
It was PC. It was pre-closet, you guys.
Pre-closet. Oh, Jared has been besmirched that closet tonight in more ways than we can talk about on the air.
Right. So a little side note, I am team football, but it's hot as hell wearing that thing.
Fair.
So,
No.
So really you're team Ayla and wear whatever your hat, what fucking hat you want to wear.
Hey, you know what,
That's my
Ayla,
team.
I tried to put the beanie over the top. I was gonna rep both, but it just looked too bad, so I'd switch them.
You know what? That's fair enough because Ayla, sensible headgear, you go to Ayla. So
I know. I had to empty like 4 hats out of my office today. Like, dang, this is where they all are. Because after the show, I just take it off and set it down. I think I've worn a different hat every week, and there's just a shit ton of hats.
Ayla, you don't. Oh, my mom's on there. Mom's on here. Oh boy. Hi, Mom. So, quick funny story. 2 years ago, my mom actually found me and my dad tickets to go to Denver to watch them play the Texans, and that was the week after Denver traded Demaryius Thomas to the Texans. I was a little pissed off about it. I'm not gonna lie. But
Sure.
I actually wound up on the Denver Broncos website holding a sign that I actually had my mom made because I'm not very crafty. If that's a thing. And it actually said, "Hi, Mom," and I actually wound up on the website. So shout out to my mom for finding those tickets.
There's my mom.
And I appreciate her being on here. So
that's awesome. That's a great story. I remember watching that game too and just being like, I don't want to watch. And then he got the catch too, and it was just like, come on, man. Like, but hey, Robert, I love having you on, both you and John. But you guys, you keep us on our toes, and I think I love that. Like, there's sometimes you guys are commenting like you guys are idiots, and we're like, yeah, we know. Like, and we love that. We absolutely love
Jared,
the fact
hey, I appreciate you, but I had to bury you. This is how you grow a mustache. This is how it's done.
Yes, yes, you have to. You have to. Because good lord.
Did you know that Jared has actually
somebody has
started
to tell
growing
him.
his mustache again a month ago, and that's where we're at. So,
Jared, come on, man. Get you some testosterone. Eat a steak or something. Shit.
And eggs. Get some eggs in there too. Protein twice, Jared.
Oh man, yeah, David. I know you've been growing that for like 7 years, so don't give me that shit.
Yeah, 7 years and counting, Jared. And you know what? It finally looks good. So don't. Okay, come at me. 7 years in.
So is this, I need to wait 6 more years before this looks good?
At least, Kevin, yeah,
Kevin,
there's
that
no
look
chance.
what you're going for.
There's no chance. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wait, John, what are you doing? Like right off the bat, you're like,
I'm
no,
gonna
screw
side-
you.
See, John knows which
I'm gonna
side
side
the
with
bread is
Kevin on
buttered on.
this.
Go ahead.
I'm going to side with Kevin on this because if I shave my beard, I look like a fat 12-year-old. Like 100%. So the beard is never going away. Like,
no.
Once I finally figured out how to grow the beard correctly, like, that's it. It's done.
Robert, you and I again are on the same page. The problem, Kevin, without the beard, we saw that earlier in the show. We saw that to start the show. Whenever they start, that's basically Kevin now, just without the beard.
Yeah.
So that's what that looks like. But no, I'm 100% with you. You take the facial hair away, there's not a whole lot left.
Yep.
It's real rough on
No,
team
there's
football over here.
I go to the, you go to the restaurant or the liquor store. You don't get ID'd because you got a beard, you got the gray. They're like, hey, you're old enough. It's fine. Move on.
I get ID'd all the time.
It's exactly what happens to me. Is that why they don't
Vegas.
card me anymore? Like,
Ayla,
I've never been ID since I was
I don't
15.
think that's the reason they don't card you.
Ayla, they don't card you because most of the time it's probably a dude checking you out, figuratively and
There you go.
metaphorically.
And metaphorically.
And both figuratively
it's
and
like,
metaphorically.
please take this alcohol, young lady.
Wait, what?
They're like, if I don't ID her, I have a shot.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
You never know.
Jared,
That's a good place for an awkward pause.
you got anything for Robert here, man?
No, I really appreciate everything, Robert. We do love your comments, man. I'm not going to give you shit. I promise. Like, you give me, I get it. My mustache is awful. I understand that. But, hey, I really do appreciate, all of us here appreciate your
Super
contribution.
fun.
We really do. Like, giving us shit back, that's the best part about this show. It's the reason me and Kev started this in the first place. That's the reason it's grown to what it is. Going back and forth and actually talking about Broncos shit, I love it, and I know you do too, and I definitely appreciate you being such a good fan. So I have here for you a gift. I know you haven't won anything else, but we have a little bit of a Broncos beer opener gift here for you. So go ahead and after we're done with this or whatever, give us your address, and we're going to get you a couple of those, or one of those, and then a couple other things we'll throw in there for you. So definitely appreciate you being
Dude,
a top
that's
fan.
awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for your service. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Even Matt, even though he's Canadian, but it's fine. We still like you. I'm not gonna lie, I was mad as hell when the Falcons. I was like, really? Come on.
We were all mad as
Like,
hell, Robert.
But
We were all mad as
Matt,
hell.
you know what? Hey, you're wearing orange today, so you know what? We'll let it slide.
We'll take that. Robert, I got to tell you, from the inside out, every one of us on this panel, as soon as the Falcons beat us, or as soon as it got out of control, we're all just like, this is going to be such an annoying show.
Yeah, we did.
And it was. And it was.
Oh my god, I was so happy, man! Like first time in like the 4 years I've been doing this, and like they
All
finally
right,
played,
moving
and like
along,
it
moving
wasn't even a
along.
win. Like he destroyed.
All right,
me. You know what I mean?
Get him out.
this guy
Get him
right
out.
here.
Yeah,
Where's that
no,
mute button,
yeah, kick him
Matt?
out. Kick him out.
Please, Matt, knock it off.
Okay. Hey,
Listen.
Robert. Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Thanks for joining. I'm trying to move back over here. Seriously,
Bye,
top
Robert.
10,
Thank you,
you're
Robert,
fantastic.
very much.
We
Thank
do
you
this
for
for
coming,
guys
man.
like you and
Hey,
everybody
thank
else
you guys very
watching.
much.
Cheers.
I love
Cheers,
all
man.
you guys. Be good.
Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Yeah,
Take care,
Broncos.
man. Okay, next one up, we have, I believe, Tanner. Your question is up, good sir. So more prizes to give away. Do not go away, everybody.
I don't know what we're giving away for mine. I don't remember.
Broncos awesomeness.
Something.
Ayla?
Broncos awesome.
Actually, Jared has this, and it's sick, y'all.
So this is, it's funny. So this is, again, all my wife's idea. She wears the pants. So all my wife's idea. So we have this hat that as soon as I saw it, I was like, this looks like an Ayla hat. But it's a flat brim.
So when Dayla A or answers the question, nobody questioned this
Devin
account that's coming up.
Devin Candino has already entered to win this prize.
You're
So
so right, man. I'm more stuff to Chiefs games. That was awesome. Great
David
comment.
Satan will stop at nothing to win these prizes. David, I'm a nice guy. I would never think of going to anything underhanded, but David Satan, well, there's no knowing what he'll get up to.
I know that hat's sick,
That hat is.
That is.
legit.
there you go.
and it's Tanner's.
Tanner, what do you got?
Yes. So mine's a trivia question. First person with the correct answer. Who is the Broncos' all-time points leader?
I love this question because I already know the answer because Tanner told me.
I think I know it.
If you watch
Yeah, I
our
know.
trivia videos, you know I don't know these things. But yeah, Tanner told me, and I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I know.
So really quickly, speaking of trivia shows, we're going to be doing some trivia shows during the off season, guys. So we're still going to be live from time to time. We're not going away. Maybe not every week as frequently, but make sure you keep an eye out for our announcements or when we go live. Join us for some trivia. So
That'll be good.
Can't wait.
It's got to be Elon, right?
Yeah, so I was surprised, but apparently none of our viewers are.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every single person. Is
yeah,
kind of-
I'm not surprised either.
Man.
And no one should be.
No idea.
Yeah, it's coming up like 1,000.
So, Kev, I think you have the list of winners. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Go through and figure out which one the first few have not
Fidel
won.
has one. Glenn answered next. He has not won yet.
So I'm talking about Glenn.
Yep, Jason
ahead.
Elam.
There you go.
What's the number there, Tanner? How many points
I
does
think
he
it was
have?
1,768. I mean, it was way above the number 2. McManus is actually number 3, I believe. So, yep.
Always the kickers with those questions.
Yep.
Always the
Kickers.
kickers.
Yep.
Yeah, 1,786 points.
86, not 68. Okay. 86.
So thank you,
Will
Glenn.
Turner Crater.
Make sure you shoot us your address. We'll reach out to you, but if you reach out to us first, it'll be easier. Thank you so much for the comment.
Yeah. Congrats, Glenn. Seriously, awesome.
Next
I'm
up,
jealous. I want that hat.
we have a huge introduction. Let's do this whole thing where we put him on the top.
Too much pressure.
gonna
Too much
happen.
pressure. I already know
A
where
lot
this
of
is
pressure
going.
here. A lot of pressure.
That's Matt.
Yeah, let's talk about Matt.
Yeah, let's talk about Matt. Yeah, the game. All right, hey, so everybody, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, for the 100th time, this is John. John is going to be a new member of the Orange Weekly staff. Thank you so much for joining us, John. John, just tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of your Broncos history, why you became a Broncos fan, and then we'll get into your question and give away a prize.
Yeah, huge honor to be joining you guys. So excited. If anyone actually follows this show, which I don't know, I'm still learning if anyone really does, but I'm just kidding. Of course I did. And
We don't know either, John. We really don't know either.
And it's not too late to point this guy out.
Not to offend anybody.
Uh-oh.
I love you all. Good way to start out, I know. But no, last year I was on, so honored to be a guest host on the draft show, the live draft show. That was awesome with Matt and Jared and Kevin and David. But such an honor then and such an honor now. You guys might not remember me. I had a lot of facial hair then. It was the start of COVID, so I was I was, really full beard and mustache. So yes, I can grow one, unlike Jared. Throwing shots out there early, so I love it. Sorry, Jared. You can comment if you'd like.
It's fine. I understand. I get it. I'm just gonna go cry in a corner in my closet.
All right. I'm sorry. I know this is your show, and you're probably kicking me out next week, so I get it. But no, to answer your question, long time Broncos fan, lifelong fan. I will say I started out as a bandwagoner in 4th grade. The first year the Broncos won a Super Bowl, I said, yep, that's my team. And here we are, I don't know, 15, 20 years later. And
old.
Yeah, so I've seen it all, seen the good, seen the bad. So, so honored again to be with you guys. And yeah, here we are. So I guess to get to my question, bringing it back full circle, this is not a Google question. This is a pure opinion question. Who is everyone's favorite Bronco of all time who is not currently in the Hall of Fame or named Peyton Manning, Von Miller, Steve Atwater? So that's the question. And this is, you need a why as well. This is an answer and a why. So
needs an explanation.
Explanation required. And if no one gives an explanation, well, I'll just pick my favorite and anyone that picks that.
Didn't Steve Atwater finally get put in the Hall?
Yep. So correction there. He will be in. Technically, he should be in now, but because of COVID, it got put off for a year.
Yeah. Yes.
So technically not in. That's why he had to be thrown in.
Right. And I believe Peyton is eligible this year. Am I mistaken?
He will be a first
in
ballot,
this year.
yeah.
Vaughn, I think we can all agree, is a future Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So the idea of this question is any Hall of Famers the Broncos have.
I would say Ryan Clady, the left tackle for a number of years.
Really
He was
cool.
Sick.
And keep in mind, there's no wrong answer to this question. It's all about the explanation. Unless, if you're going to put Juwan James on there, I might have an
Fair enough.
Oh, man.
Eddie Royal.
I feel like
I like Eddie Royal. Yeah.
Eddie Royal was really, he wasn't a Bronco for that long, but his time here was really memorable for the things he did.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No Sean Moreno.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah.
It's like Monte Ball. Same thing.
Jake Plummer. I don't know that we were old enough to appreciate Jake Plummer. I don't know if I was old enough.
Jake the Snake, man.
Right?
I've met him at a tailgating, and he's fucking awesome.
He sounds like he's like a really out there, but like in a good way kind of guy.
Yeah,
And
he's great. And
So
we
we
should
haven't
give
done
him more of a chance.
yeah,
Tanner,
yeah.
Tanner, what's your story about why you're a Broncos fan? You tell me your favorite player.
Yeah. I bet you I'm the only member of Broncos country that has this answer. I'm a Broncos fan because of Kyle Orton.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So I am a lifelong Purdue fan, Purdue University alum, and Kyle Orton was my guy growing up right after Drew Brees. So followed him into the NFL. So I liked the Bears for a while, and then went to the Broncos, started liking the Broncos, and then when they cut him and he went to Kansas City, I already fell in love with the rest of the Broncos team. I was like, nope, this is my team. I'm stuck. So thankfully, I made that decision.
Don't take this the wrong way, but if I was to say you looked like anybody physically from a former Broncos perspective, it would be Kyle Orton.
I'll take it as a compliment,
Please do.
Does Kyle Orton know that he has a fan?
Somebody should try to reach out and tell him. I think he lives like in Iowa
Scott
now.
Orton, if you're watching, please.
Please know somebody likes you, man.
Yeah, and a couple of good points here. Darren Williams, a couple of people have commented. Darren Williams, man, absolutely taken too soon from us, and really one of the heartbreaking moments in Broncos history was when Darren Williams. Obviously, absolutely. I think everybody on this podcast would. Just a good human being and a good football player too. Darren Williams.
All right, we have a lot of answers here.
Glad to see people are still on the I guess I'm joining a good crew because people are still answering and paying attention. And we're an hour into this thing.
We're an hour and 15 minutes.
Right.
And
we've got a Vance Johnson reference an hour and 15 minutes in. God, this is great, I love this so much.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. So some to throw out here. Terrell Davis, obviously in the Hall. That's got to be thrown out. Champ, obviously in the Hall. Got to throw that one out. I mean, Darren Williams, that's just to the heart right there. But and just so people get to know me a little bit more, I would absolutely say and Fidel, or no, I think it was. Let me go. Adam here. I mean, Rod Smith would be my answer to this question. Such a hard worker, such a took him 3 years while he was on the Broncos before he even had really a chance to shine. So that I would say, just if I was naming a person, that would be the person. But I love the answer down here by Danielle Miller here. Tom Nalen, honestly one of the best centers of all time. But the fact that you, as a high school offensive line coach, and just no-brainer Hall of Famer, honestly, in my book. Just compared to any other center in the Hall, he is at least equal, if not above, most of them. The explanation, again, was the winner here. If I had to go with the first person that put Rod Smith on there, that's where I would have gone. But Danielle Miller is my winner here.
Nice.
Congrats, man.
And Jared, I don't think we mentioned what exactly is Danielle winning.
Wait, which one?
License plate and
Right,
koozies.
so we have you're winning a Broncos license plate. Hold on, I gotta get only okay. There we go. Broncos license plate and a couple Broncos koozies, which look amazing.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, they're not there, but on the other side, it's gonna have the Orange Weekly logo. So you're gonna have the Broncos and Orange Weekly koozie. And then the Broncos license plate. So congratulations to you.
Koozie, an underrated prize. You don't think you're going to need a koozie until game day, and then your hand is all cold, and you're like, man, I wish I had a koozie.
You always have to have a koozie.
You can never have enough.
Congrats, Daniel. That's fantastic, man. Send us your address, or we'll hit you up as well. But awesome stuff, man. Congrats.
Yep. Awesome.
Cool.
Man, this show's been fun.
And we went about 15 minutes over like we thought, but I think with that
I thought we were gonna go like an hour over, just knowing shit way too much.
Not too
We
long,
never got
Jared.
to the striptease portion of the show, which is probably good because Jared, no, Jared, no. All right, Jared, all right.
wearing anything under this,
Sit
man.
back down. Keep sitting. Sit all the way down.
No, let Jared take a shirt off.
That's
Come
better.
on.
No,
I'd allow it. I allow it.
No,
yeah,
geez.
just give us a peek.
No,
Just
we
like-
need this. This is what we need. No. We need to save this. We need to save this for like late March, early April, where there's nothing happening, like the draft.
It's
You know,
the draft. Well,
Right.
it's actually just draft day.
Orange Weekly only fans, and you'll see me without my pants on, just being
like right now. We don't need to wait until March. You could see that right now. Please sign up for our OnlyFans.
Can we do a group account for it? That's a great idea.
Oh man, we would.
I was told this is happening in the after party, but I mean,
if Ayla's not involved, we won't do very well.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
All
I don't know how many
right,
people
I
are
love
gonna-
this
Not true,
question.
you guys.
This is
I
a
Don't.
great
love this question. I love this question. All right, I'm gonna go first because if I don't go first, I'm gonna forget. It was the week after we got fucking shafted with our week 15 with our quarterback scenario. Ayla just drunk off her ass, or maybe not, but pissed as hell about the situation and not shy at all.
We all were,
but Ayla was speaking for everybody. That was my absolute favorite moment of the entire season.
I'm so glad Drunk Ayla could make that happen for you.
We had some good comments during that one too. It was
We did.
Everybody was mad. Us, Ayla, we were all drunk, drinking. People in the chat is blowing up, and
I
it
would
was
say
crazy.
the absolute sheer destruction that Jared took for his mustache has got to be one of the funniest things I've ever experienced in my life. Like
you egged that on. You were putting it
Yes,
on.
everybody egged that on for a reason.
Of course, I'm going to egg that on. Man. You are all like less masculine than me because you can't grow as much. It's just a known fact. You know what I mean? Like I have to like.
Jared, the fact that you and I are the most picked on guys here, I am there with you in solidarity. It's not that bad. Grow back, man. I'm right there with you.
I'm not going to grow
You're
that
just
back.
a little bit lower than him, but that's fine.
Well, also, my favorite chat moment, I think, was I think it was Robert. I think at the very beginning, and he mentioned it, and I think this is just funny. The very beginning of the episode was like, "I'm not going to pick on Jared today," and then my flag fell down from the back of the live show, and it was like, come on, man, like you can't, like, come on. Like, I think that was my favorite time.
The problem was it took you so long to notice. Like, it was down for a while, and you just were not picking up on what was going down.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Can I just make a comment on a couple things here?
Yes.
Matt, for one thing, you and Jared, you're kind of polar opposites here, right? Like, you got the facial hair, and Matt's got at least some hair.
Some.
Head of hair.
For you.
I'm also intelligent, and he's not, and good looking.
Do you want another 5 minutes or
suave?
The other thing is this whole puffball versus the visor conversation.
It's time for you to decide.
Oh my gosh!
No.
I wanna. We gotta make this a center point.
No, I'm sorry, John. It's a little too early for you to be forced to decide.
No.
I'm sorry,
David makes a good point here, guys.
Yeah.
Let's all calm down. Let's all put our pants on, please, Jared.
Too late.
John, don't tell us what to do. Okay.
Well, I'll tell Jared to put his pants on at least. Can we all agree on that one?
Yeah, good point.
I will not be announcing any sort of puffball / visor alliance or anything like that. I do.
So anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and close.
No. John deserves his right to speak. All right, he may not be on one side or the other. This is absolutely absurd. This is absurd. I will not put up with these procedural irregularities any longer. There's nothing I can actually do about it, but figuratively, I'm outraged.
I am just saying, as the new guy, it is way too early to pick sides. Ayla, I think, has it right where she's like, I'm going to do what's comfortable. That makes the most sense to just in general. If it's cold outside, I'm not taking a visor with me. If it's the middle of summer, I'm not putting a beanie on. So I will put it off till later to which side I'm taking. I think you got to pick sides just like anything in life. You can't be in the middle. That's just, no one likes that. So why don't we just put that on hold? We'll put a pin in it. Maybe at the end of next season, we can come to a conclusion which side is better. And we can all agree. Everyone can make their sides, and, we can all move on from there.
I
really, he's saying he's joining my team, you guys. Is basically we're starting a third team, and I will
say because there's nothing wrong with having more than 2 things to decide on. You can have 3. That's a thing. You can have 4. Hell, you can even have 5. That's a possibility.
That's a lot of things.
Maybe not hats, though. That's a lot of hats. But
for a long time, Tila's been team hat flat.
I will take that head, Jared, if that's just still up for grabs.
I'll take that. This one was claimed. Although it is beautiful. I do love this.
That is a pretty nice hat. Like, there's no,
Okay. Unfortunately, so story of the evening, Ayla is no longer the rookie. That torch is being passed on to John. John, welcome to Orange Weekly. We got it. No, wrong. There you go.
Pass on the
boys.
There you go. Okay, so seriously, everyone, thanks for watching. We're excited to stick with you throughout the off season and get ready for next year. We'll have podcasts during free agency, stuff during the draft, and just watch for what we're doing, the trivia shows. We're going to stay as active as we can during the off season, while we also allow ourselves to take a break before ramping up towards next season. It's going to be here before you know it. So,
it is, isn't it? Yeah.
And again, thanks to Cody, John, and Robert. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Absolutely appreciate everything you guys do for us. John and Robert, you guys are our top guys. That's why we had John. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, guys.
This is for you guys. This whole thing. We're all about the fans. We're all about talking to you guys, and absolutely appreciate everything you guys do.
Fan appreciation, y'all.
It's going to happen every year. So make sure you tell your friends about us. Watch for the announcement on how we're going to give away that jersey that Cody is offering up as a prize. Might involve you following our podcast on one of the platforms there. So keep an eye out for how we're going to do that. We'll give you some information. But everyone around the room, thank you very much. From me being the founder here and Jared, co-founder, I appreciate all of you. Couldn't do it without all of you guys here to help.
Thanks, Dad.
So appreciate all of you as well. I got to give you your credit where credit is due.
Yeah, you'll get your guys' stuff as soon as my wife figures out how my life works. You guys will get your presents as well.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Unfortunately, I think it's about that time to end season 5 of Orange Weekly. But guess
Wow.
what? It's time to start season 6. So let's end it on a very strong.
Go,
Go Broncos.
Broncos.
Take care, everyone.
Do what I like, yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, if it's right, and I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow, cause I know I'm the show, in the zone, here I go.